Korea began at the end of the Second World War, when the Korean peninsula was divided into two zones. The socialist North was administered by the Soviet Union and the capitalist South by the United States. 3 years later, a new constitution was formed, and on September the 9th, 1948, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea was proclaimed. Just 2 years later, the Korean War was declared. The North, backed by the Soviet Union and China, invaded the South, which was supported by the United Nations and the US. It was one of the most destructive conflicts of the modern era, with 3 million war fatalities and an even higher civilian death toll. In July 1953, the war ended in a military stalemate and created the now infamous demilitarized zone that separates the countries. But no peace treaty was signed. The two Koreas are technically still at war, engaged in what is known as a frozen conflict. Several peace and reunification talks have been initiated, but all failed. Yet a relative calm was observed until 2001. The US and then President George W. Bush treated North Korea as a rogue state, while the country began acquiring nuclear weapons to maintain an upper hand, a deterrent tactic designed so it can defend itself. In the years that followed, tensions continued to rise between the Koreas as well as the US. North Korea saw a change in guard after the death of Kim Jong-il. His son, Kim Jong-un, took over in 2011 and continued to develop its nuclear arsenal, testing missiles frequently in the peninsula.
If he would have gone to war with
Tensions intensified after Donald Trump took office in the United States. Trump began a war of words, threatening the country with fire and fury.
Do not underestimate us, and do not try us.
Until a series of summits took place in 2018 and last year between Kim Jong-un, South Korea's Moon Jae-in, and Trump. Pyongyang believes the only guarantee of national survival is the possession of credible weapons of mass destruction, especially in facing the United States, which they deem as an official threat to the country. And now, 72 years on, it seems that the North's aspirations for military modernization comes at a cost. The UN warning last year that more than 10 million people are facing severe shortages in North Korea and are at risk of starvation. Rahul Radhakrishnan, TRT World.